What is good, everybody? What's going on? I know it's Saturday afternoon. I usually don't stream Saturday afternoons for the most part. Uh, but I decided to stream this morning to speak on this particular situation. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. Everybody in the chat room that's here. I appreciate that. Uh, Apparently, there's been some further updates on Tyrese's situation. Apparently, there's two things that are going on with him now. Uh, he's had this abuse charges dropped against him, and he's also trying to reconcile with The Rock. See, and I guess that when your emotions take over, you sort of burn bridges, and I guess he's trying to repair that one, which is what he needs to do. Before anything else, he needs to repair that particular bridge. Because there's really no reason to be beefing with the guy. I mean, he's basically a coworker. He shouldn't have to be your friend. It should be an environment where you're working and you're getting along for the sake of whatever it is that you're doing work-wise. It should never be a situation where you're beefing with your coworker. It never works out that way. Yeah, shout out to everybody who's here. Some of the new people is here. Well, we already got a dislike. Well, people be butthurt, man. They butthurt and they want attention any way they can get it. So let them dislike it. But that's why it's up to y'all to make sure that the likes get up. Now, I know people get upset when I play music at the beginning of the stream. It's because I like to set the tempo and the mood. I don't like to just get a stream started, especially when you don't even have that many people in the chat room. Why would I get a stream started and there's like 2 people in the chat room? Music is a way to get, to give people time to come in, because people come in late because I've already gotten the show started. Just because you're early doesn't mean that everybody else is going to be early. But Tyrese apparently is trying to reconcile on all fronts. What he needs to do is reconcile with his baby's mother. Get on a good page with her. At least try so that he won't be the one crying. At least he can say that he's tried. Let your legal team handle all that extra stuff. Let the legal team handle all the extra stuff. You really should not be getting yourself in a situation to be ridiculed and mocked, because you do have a child that may see this one day. You don't want them to have to ask you questions about it, Tyrese. So let me see, where is the article? Hopefully it's not buffering. Hopefully people can hear me. According to the LA Times, it says Tyrese's abuse investigation dropped as he reconciles with Dwayne Johnson. All appears to be well again in Tyrese Gibson's world. The actor-singer made waves this week with personal details that alarmed his loyal fan base. However, the problems he shared, his messy custody battle with his ex-wife and his beef with Fast and Furious co-star Dwayne seem to have been resolved. Gibson's rep confirmed to the Times on Friday that the investigation by Child Services into the alleged physical abuse of his 10-year-old daughter Shayla has been closed. Gibson, who appeared in Los Angeles Superior Court on Thursday, will not be subjected to criminal charges. His ex-wife, Norma Gibson, was trying to obtain a permanent restraining order against him after saying that he would beat their daughter. After saying that he beat their daughter in August. The Sweet Lady singer also appeared to reconcile with Johnson, whom he publicly feuded, specifically Johnson's plan to appear in Fast and Furious spinoff. Gibson threatened to leave the franchise if Johnson appeared in the 9th installment. In an Instagram post that he promised would be his last about Johnson, Gibson said he had a real heart-to-heart with one of Johnson's associates and added that director Justin Lin will return as director of the upcoming films. Several of Gibson's Instagram posts have since indicated that he's leaving Los Angeles for a while and focusing on his health. So apparently he's getting out of LA. He's getting out of LA. What's going on, Tamika? When I mean he should get on a good page with his ex, he needs to really figure out what her angle is and try to counteract it. But you do have to get on at least a cordial page with your child's mother. You can't continuously fight the mother of your child, not the way these court laws are put together. Because these women are gonna have an edge no matter what you do. So you can't continuously be combative with her, wanting to fight her tooth and nail when she's using abuse against you. Like, women will pull out all the stops. You know, you can have a cordial relationship with your ex. Okay? Unless you're going to petition the court for full custody, then you're going to have a cordial relationship with her, because she's either going to be with you full time or she's going to be with her half the time. But at least these charges are dropped, which means there was really no evidence to pursue it. And maybe she exaggerated the entire thing, which is probably what she did. She probably exaggerated it. Because remember, Mayweather had a situation where he was accused of abusing his ex and threatened to beat his kids. He went to jail for 2 months. They had evidence. And he has a lot more money and resources than Tyrese, and he still went to jail. So people got to think about that. People think that all, ex-wives or mothers of your kids are the enemy. You can't treat every situation like it's a battle, because you're going to end up losing if you're too emotional like Tyrese has been. Unless you have a strategy or a plan, you shouldn't be trying to be combative with your child's mother, because she's going to find a way to keep that child from you and have you paying child support. Look at Derek Fisher. I don't even think he's paying alimony or even child support, I believe. And he's already with another woman. I don't think his wife is with ex-wife is with anybody. Like, you can't be fighting everybody. You got to have some type of tact, some type of strategy, man. Your daughter's going to be with both of you. She's not just going to be with you. Especially if you have a career. Dude is already paying 13 grand a month. And she's doing everything she can to get full custody, even accusing him of abuse. What else do you think that she would be capable of? And y'all want him to continue to fight her when he doesn't even want full custody? He just wants to be able to see his child when he wants to. He doesn't want full custody. And of course, the ex is mad that he moved on. A lot of women are mad when their ex-husband or boyfriend moves on to another woman who looks better than them, who may be even more successful than them. Usually, if a woman doesn't leave you first, she's going to be upset if you move on. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if you leave the relationship, you get with another woman, she's going to be bitter as hell. She is going to be bitter as hell. Make sure y'all get the likes up, people. And make sure y'all share these streams. You can actually share the stream actually as it's going along. Some people just be coming in the chat room, hiding out, don't want nobody to know that they're here. You can actually share it as it's going along, people. But this is a good thing for Tyrese. He needs to get himself together. He needs to get out of LA. LA is a LA is not the bastion of mental health for people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of craziness that go on in LA. He needs to get out of LA. It's a good thing. And when people look at the title, when I put the title in the video, I'm not talking about just about his ex. I'm talking about his life. So Black Swan, where does his life move forward? I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about the ex. I'm talking about him. Where does his life go from here? His career. Looking at the article from LA Times, it says that he's leaving LA to get his mental health together. Or his health together. Is he going to be able to come back from this? Is he going to be able to rebuild his reputation? His career? What's up, Zargon? Do you think he will be in Fast Furious 9? Do you think he's burnt too many bridges? Social media is not good for people's mental health. What's going on, Simply Deep? But LA is not good for people's mental health. That city is just all fucked up. Like, if you're a messed up person mentally and you have a very liberal viewpoint of everything, that's this place for you. Even though I wouldn't mind visiting LA, I don't think I could ever live there. You see what the city's done for Tyrese, man. Because he's in a city full of people who he thought was his friends but aren't. I think that contributes to that video as well. Yeah, that's true, Zargon. Chris Brown was able to rebuild this. But Chris Brown is one of those type of people, when it's business time, it's business time. He never allows the business to affect his, personal. What's going on, Turbottle? Because he is an immensely talented guy. People say he's not that good of an actor. Well, he doesn't have he's been in plenty of movies. But his strong suit has always been music. People say he's not a good actor. I think he's an okay actor. I think people they just want to use anything against him. I think Tyrese is a good actor. Not I wouldn't say good as in he's this great actor. I think he's good enough. For whatever his role is, he's good enough. Because he wouldn't be in those Fast and Furious movies if he wasn't good enough to play those roles. Play that particular role. So he is a good enough actor. He's been in plenty of movies. He might be known more for being an actor than being in the music industry. Even though that's where he got his start. How many of y'all knew that he was in the episode of Martin, the television show, the Martin Lawrence's television show? How many of y'all knew he was on that show? He was on that show when he first started in music, and the guy still looks the same. That's what's crazy. He still looks the same, and that was what, 97? I think he's a good actor. He's a talented guy. Yeah. Tyrese is very talented, and people talking about he's not a good actor. What? Okay, I've seen bad acting. Like Ludacris. Ludacris is a talented guy to me. He could do anything. He can rap. He visually he can produce very good music videos. I think he's a good actor, as well. But he doesn't do a lot of acting. He just does, acting in certain roles here and there. He's a host now. He hosts television shows. Yeah, Tyrese has been in plenty of movies, man. There was even talk about him playing Green Lantern. He wanted to play Green Lantern. That might be he probably could play that role pretty well. He might have been a rapper, but um okay, cool, Canon nerd. I think that's how you spell it. Canon nerd. Cool, appreciate that. He's a talented guy that has a lot of emotional baggage. You know, and you can tell that emotional baggage has always been there. But his problem is, I believe he's too loyal to the wrong people. He's loyal to people that's not really loyal to him. And I think that's where the meltdown, quote unquote, may have come from. Well, they should do a Baby Boy 2. I'd watch it. If they were to do a Baby Boy 2, I'd watch it, cause you know what I'm saying. What's her name? I can't think of the female name. I can't think of her name. The chick that played Cookie, I can't think of her name right now. She's blown up since then. Her career, she's a bigger name now. So I think, just got to get John Singleton to direct it. You know what I'm saying? I think I'd watch it. What's going on, China? Saying you miss me. Yeah. Yeah, I did a little quick show last night. I had some people here, so I couldn't really stream like I want to, but doing it now. You have a guy in Tyrese who's talented, who has a lot going for himself. He can do anything. But he's relying on... Yeah, Ludacris was good in Crash. I liked him in Crash. And the thing is that you have a guy who thinks all these people are his friends, and they're not. I guess they didn't come to the defense. Yeah, Taraji P. Henson. Yeah, Taraji P. Henson's career has skyrocketed since that movie. So that would only help it. You know what I'm saying? But you got a guy in Tyrese that's talented. He does not need to be getting into beefs. He does not need to be, socially hurting his financial future, getting emotional and going at his co-stars. Yeah, Zargon, I was tired, man. I was tired yesterday. You do not need to be getting emotional and going off into tirades. There's no need for that. It makes no sense. Because one thing I notice about Dwayne Johnson is always keeping it professional. He's always, bigging up his co-stars. Now, he may not be the best of friends with them outside of whatever project they're working on, but that's not his job. His job is to make a film and to get along with everybody. Now, there was, I believe, talk of Dwayne Johnson having issues with Vin Diesel. So it may not have just been Tyrese. Maybe Vin Diesel and Tyrese had an issue with Dwayne Johnson. But Vin Diesel put the movie, the movie franchise above any beef. Tyrese, unfortunately, was too emotional to do that. You got to keep certain things behind the scenes. But now I guess Him and Dwayne Johnson are working it out, and that's cool. You have Ving Rhames in it too. Nah, I don't think he should be on reality TV. He actually did a behind the scenes show when he was promoting his album a couple years ago. I thought that show was pretty good. He was really real. Went behind the scenes. I think it was might have been one of his Facebook videos. I thought that was cool. But the guy's talented. You don't need to beef with anybody. You're above that, dude. Now, this could be what people would call a work. And a work would be manufactured beef. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe they're trying to get the buzz going for The Rock's movie. But I just think Tyrese just, he feels like he's going to be left out. I think he truly believes he's going to be left out. Make sure y'all like the video, people. I think he believes he's going to be left out, and he doesn't want to be left out. So he may be lashing out a bit. Which, again, he doesn't even need to do. You got to keep your emotions in check. A lot of us black men just can't keep our emotions in check. Like, we really can't. We feel like we got a beef with people. We cannot seem to let things go. Keep things off social media because it only hurts us at the end of the day as men, especially us as black men. Black men who may be trying to make it in the movie industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna be looked upon as maybe being too emotional. I know that some people are gonna say, well, Tyrese doesn't represent all of us, and that is true. But that doesn't mean that people are gonna look at him, and then let's say there's another black dude that shows emotion. They're gonna say, "God, dog, why are those black men so emotional?" We gotta learn how to put the cell phone down and keep certain things off of social media, because everything isn't for social media consumption. And the problem that we're having now is everybody want to put everything on social media. They want to put everything on social media. They want to put all their business on social media. They think it's a good idea to tell any and everybody what you're gonna do today, this afternoon, who you're with, where you're going. I tell people where I'm going here and there, but you're telling them about your relationship, your marriage. You're telling people that you don't get along with this person. You don't get along with that person. You're getting into made up, man. Not made up. You're getting into situations where you're beefing and you're arguing with people just because you feel like they're not respecting you enough. It's crazy, man. Certain things need to be kept off of social media for the good of it, for the good of a lot of us, because that stuff looks poorly upon us. There's nothing wrong with having emotions and showing it at times, but you got to keep it in check, man, because I myself, I'm very conscientious of how I'm viewed a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? I have been ever since I was in high school. I've always been that way. It just became something normal to me. I'm always self-aware, and a lot of people just don't have self-awareness. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? They probably don't even know what self-awareness means. The self-awareness will keep you from making a complete fool of yourself. It'll keep you from saying stupid things, hopping on social media, getting clowned for really no reason, except for you just could not control your emotions. Our emotions can be our downfall, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I think it correlates with growing up in a single mother environment. That can mess up any child's, situation and what they're growing up in. But we got to find a way to manage it, man. We got to find a way to say, you know what, I'm not going to be another statistic. There's ways of going about things, man. There's absolutely good, better ways of going about certain things, Now, this whole beef with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, I knew people were going to clown him for that because people see The Rock as a good guy. They don't see him as an a-hole. But you got to look at it this way. Dwayne Johnson also had issues with Vin Diesel. But Vin Diesel kept it, in-house. So it's not like The Rock is above, having issues with people. Because we know the narrative out there is going to be like The Rock he's not saying anything, he's a good guy. I mean, you don't really know people unless you're around them. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed how when they first started having issues, people immediately took The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's side. They immediately took his side. Without incident, they took his side. They immediately took his side. Never let your personal issues affect your money, man. We cannot allow personal issues to mess up our money, our funds, to the point to where, it has a really bad effect on us. Let's see. I agree, Tamika. There's are two sides to every story. And I'm pretty sure this story definitely has two sides. But he needs to get things squared away with his baby's mother. Because that type of issue can affect you badly as well. It's just bad enough that he's paying what he's paying in child support. You know what I'm saying? That's a heck of a lot, man. That's a heck of a lot to be paying for child support. Let's see. But yeah, let's see. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to find something. Make sure that's right. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the number so y'all can call in. Make sure I put the right one. Okay. Let's see. Last time I did this, I did not put it in here correctly. see. Um, um, all right, y'all. Y'all have anything you want to add, you can call in to the show. I think like a lot of us have issues. Hold on, man. I might put the wrong number out there. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. This might not be the one. Hold on. Gotta make sure it's the right one. Let's see. Did you save it from the last time? Because I had it broke down and saved. I just, I sort of didn't have it saved anymore. Hold on. Let's see. I think this one is it. Okay. Let's see. Maybe that's it. Okay, there it is. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, I think this one is it. Somebody call that number, see if that's the right one. Okay, let me shout out somebody. Shout out to Carl James for becoming a patron, joining the elite. Hold on, let me make sure this is the right call-in number here. Let me make sure it's the right one. Let's see. Okay, let me make sure that's the right one. I'm gonna call into my own show. Hold up. Make sure that's the right one. Okay, that's the right one. Y'all want to call in? This is the number to call in, people. Call in. Put that number in that chat so y'all can call in to the show. No, that is not my number at all. Wrong area code. You thought you had something, didn't you? Oh, man. But nah, wrong area code to be mine. But yeah, call in so we can talk about Tyrese, man, and you know, his mental health, and dads out there who are dealing with similar issues as him, paying child support, not being able to see their child for whatever reason. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. The number should work this time. I think what happened was last time with Skype, the Skype browser itself was freezing. What's up, Leela? Oh, that's cool, Carl Edwards. That's cool. Thanks for the support, man. Now you're part of the elite, man. You're part of the elite. Now watch all the thirst come into the chat room now that Leela's here. Watch all the thirst that comes into the chat room. Yeah, but call into the show, man. Any of you ladies want to call in, you know, We definitely gonna see thirst. I think that one of the major issues that we're having is the fact that child support is basically um, being used to control men. Women are using it to control men. They're basically saying that if you don't do what I tell you or do what I want you to do, I'm gonna go to the white man, basically. You know, and that's a difficult situation to be in when you got somebody who is basically saying that I'm gonna control you if you don't do what I tell you. If you don't do what I tell you, I'm gonna control you using child support. We do need to participate in the voting process locally. I think locally is more important because it's a smaller number and voting matters. Voting matters when it comes to local elections. You may not think your vote matters nationally when it comes to the presidency, but don't let these so-called leaders tell y'all not to vote locally. Local elections matter. The people who run your district are the deciding factors if jobs is being brought to those specific areas, because they're the ones who are going to be able to talk to other politicians in the state and be able to work something out. But if you got a guy who's just getting elected every year, not doing anything, that's a problem. He's collecting a check, and he's sitting on a state Congress or state Senate and not doing anything. Just going along with what everybody else is going along with. He's not making no headway, no changes, or nothing. And that's what we're in. I think us as black men, we got to get our shit together, man. Local elections matter. The people who are running the very city you living in, that matters. Look at New York. Look at their mayor. Tell me that those elections don't matter. The mayor is a very important factor in jobs being brought to your city, in making sure that the police isn't abusing their power, to making sure that again, new businesses are being brought, that new housing is being built, that they're fixing up the infrastructure, that they're actually upgrading the city. But you put these establishment guys in, they're not going to do nothing. They rely on you to vote for them because they're black. We got to stop doing that. In my where I'm from, we have this guy. They've been voting him in office for like 40 years. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, because he seems like a genuine guy, but I don't think he's really bringing much change to the area that he's being voted from. But because he's black and a lot of the locals, the local business people know him, the locals who vote know him, they're going to continue to vote for him. The pastors aren't going to say anything because they could be in, some of these guys' back pockets. Yeah. But I just want to say this. I do have the best looking chat room out of anybody. We constantly got beautiful beautiful females here. Um, haven't been streaming back on this channel that long, and my chat room already has better looking women out of a lot of other chat rooms I've seen. I've seen chat rooms where it's a complete sausage fest where there's no women. Then there's got chat rooms where they have a bunch of females, but none of them are very much so attractive. That we don't even have some of the other women that be here right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, call in, man. The numbers, any of you guys who've been booted out the chat room, who I've had to escort out of here. If you have an issue, call in. But yeah, the local pastors don't do anything for their community. They don't care. They take their money and go right back to the suburbs. But at least the pastor that I grew up with, the guy lives in the same community his church is in. And he's probably the only pastor I respect. Okay, China, you calling in? Okay. Okay, China. We got the beautiful China calling in. But yeah, the only pastor that I know of, I mean, I think one of the good things I do like about my city is that there are some good pastors there, but also some pastors that's all about that paper. They show no respect. They don't care. But at least the pastor that I grew up with, he lives right in his community where his church is. Actually, he moved the church closer to where he lives, which is in a black community. You know what I'm saying? That is a community that actually, 40 years ago could have been considered a black suburb. I think it actually was. But now, most of that area of town is like the hood now. But I don't respect pastors who brag about their material things. They're living in expensive neighborhoods. They don't really care about their communities. I can't respect those people. Oh yeah, we gonna have beta males, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't like the fact that, attractive women like hearing me. Mr. E-Rose, I have a couple of attractive women. I know that you may not like women, but I have plenty of attractive women. Some of them aren't even here. And they're attractive because y'all be stalking them in the chat room. Okay, shout out to Moonlight Rice. Says women should only receive child support if they were married or if they have full custody with reasoning. Man is abusive, abusing drugs, etc. Yeah, that is true, Moonlight. I think only under certain circumstances should these females be getting full custody and then getting child support. Because some of these women, they work. They don't even need it. They come from good families. And women shouldn't always outright get full custody either. But the courts is starting everything off by just giving them full custody. Not half custody, but full custody. Because they want to get child support out that man. They want to put him in a catch-up position of where he's going to have to catch up. You know what I'm saying? And DNA testing should be mandatory. DNA testing should definitely be mandatory. I'm for that 100%. DNA testing should definitely be mandatory. Yeah, I'm very much so in favor of DNA testing being mandatory because it's a shame that men are having to be financially responsible for children that end up not being theirs. Yeah, Shelly, if you see any of these thirsty dudes in here, just go ahead and escort them out. Just go ahead and escort them out. We got a car waiting to get them on out of here. We got the fastest drivers, the best in the business. Thank you, China. You know what I think is gonna happen though with the whole Tyrese thing? I think Tyrese may end up being, maybe he may end up being like the villain in the Fast and Furious movie, because they don't really have a villain yet. I can't say the word. Tyrese may end up being the guy who's a villain in the film. They could turn this into something that could work out. You know what I'm saying? Like they made Vin Diesel the villain, so why not make Tyrese the villain? I think Tyrese would make a good villain. And the thing is about Dwayne Johnson was a big name before he came to Fast and Furious. What Fast and Furious did was reinvigorate his career. Yeah, that's true, Moonlight. These women need to get mandatory DNA testing, and they also need to have an inquiry. They need to have an inquiry into their financial situation. If these women can't financially support themselves, they shouldn't have full custody at all until they can prove that they are financially fit to raise the children without child support. Child support shouldn't all of a sudden go to them. They should prove that they should need child support. They should prove that they're working and supporting themselves, that they can take care of themselves. Child support is going to be given to the kids because they're giving child support to these women, and women are spending them on themselves. Okay, well, that's cool, China. That's cool you won't ask them for support. Because I think that if women are truly independent, they wouldn't ask their husband to support their lifestyles, because that's where the money is going to go. The money's not going to go to them kids. Let's be real. The money is not going to go to them kids. If we were going to have a real honesty moment, we would understand them kids is not going to go. I mean, the money is not going to go to them kids. Like we already know this. The money's going straight to her, and then she may spend a few dollars on the kids reluctantly, but the money is not going to the kids. Somebody young dynamic. Yeah, Young might be out. He might be had a hangover. He probably got a little drunk last night. Sleeping heavy. Or he probably out and about. Well, I think that DNA testing for every, I think it needs to be done for every childbirth, but I think DNA testing costs money, and the hospitals don't want to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? They want you to pay for it either with Medicaid or whatever insurance you have. They're not gonna want to pay for it. They're gonna make you pay for it. But I would rather pay now for a DNA test than to pay for 18 years. That's my motto. Tyrese is too soft to be a villain. I don't know, man. The right writers and the right directors can turn anybody into a good heel. Never had to take my child father for child support. Okay, that's what's up, Tamika. Yeah, it's cool, Tamika, that you don't. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very noble of a woman to never seek any kind of support from a guy. You know what I'm saying? You have women who won't even sign a prenup because they want to leave that relationship with something. Unless that's where their mind is at. It's with the money. It's not with the man. And these will be women who will claim they're educated, that they're successful, but they will never sign a prenup. They'll never sign a prenup. But they claim they're educated, they're smart, they're more successful, but you won't even sign a prenup. Why are you focused on the money? You basically are telling that man you want to have unprotected sex with him and that, you're allergic to condoms. Come on, man. Have y'all heard a woman say that she's allergic to condoms? I've heard that. I think it's a bunch of BS. Because if you're allergic to condoms, you could also take contraceptives too. But they don't want to take that. They say they have issues with that. So obviously, you must be looking to get pregnant because that's the only, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're sleeping around and the guy that you're with doesn't have a good pullout game, I don't know how you're going to avoid not getting pregnant. How are you going to avoid not getting pregnant if he ain't got a good pullout game? Let's be serious for a minute. If he ain't got a good pullout game, how are you going to avoid not getting pregnant? Make sure y'all like the video, man. Because I know if I was to get married, one of the first things if I was looking to get married, one of the first things I'm going to tell the woman, say, listen, are you willing to sign a prenup? And this would be early in the situation. If she says no, then I'm going to say, you know what, man, if you're not willing to walk away from a relationship with what you came into it with, then you shouldn't be with me. Just simple as that. So, Mr. Old School, you're not too late, Mr. Old School. I'm only about 1 hour in, but make sure you like the video, broski. If a woman is not willing to walk away from a marriage with what she came into the marriage with, then you shouldn't be with that woman, man. Because she's there for the wrong reasons. And what's funny is that, let's say a woman refuses to sign a prenup. You get married to her, and then your financial situation is sort of reversed, where she's making more than you. And then once you get divorced, she then don't think she owes you anything. Tamika Rivers says I love condoms. I think a lot of us do, because it saves a lot of us men from child support and from any kind of STDs. So I love them too, Tamika. I think a lot of men should as well. Like, people want to get upset because Mary J. Blige's ex-husband wants child support. Not child support. He wants alimony. He was with her for a long time. He managed her career for a long time. And you're expecting him to walk away from that marriage with nothing. But if the roles were reversed, you would want her to take him to the cleaners. You'd want her to take him to the cleaners for everything he's worth. King Block crazy. It's all I got. Hey, man, listen, man. Comments, that's what comment section for, King Block. Y'all let everybody come and say what they got to say, man, as long as they're not saying stupid shit, man. Oh, it's a good thing you said that, Zargon, because apparently he's going to stay with his cheating ass wife. Which lets you know that he feels like she's the best he can do. And that's sad when you get in that type of situation. Because he could prove she was cheating. What's going on, Brent? He could, like, in a divorce, he could actually prove she was cheating by her social media posts. He could prove she was stepping out. She can't really prove he was stepping out. Because it look in the court of public opinion, everybody was on Scottie Pippen's side. Everybody. And you take this chick back. You take this chick back after she publicly cheated on you and made you look like a complete idiot. Make sure you like the stream. Scotty one of them type of people, man, that you could tell he always got teased for how he looked. So he always probably said to himself he would get an attractive woman and he would stay with that woman. No matter what. That he will stay with that woman. I don't care how good a woman look. You cheat on me, you gone. And I might screw through your friends on your way out. You know, greatness, that's a good point, man. Yeah, Serena husband gonna take him for all he worth. What's going on, Ernest? Oh yeah, Tamar still doesn't want Vince. Well, Vince wants her, but I think Tamar's good as gone. I think Tamar is as good as gone. I think she was just what she was doing was she was trying to find her another dude. See, once a female has another guy in waiting, that's when she's ready to leave that relationship. But she didn't have anybody outside of Vince at the time. Tamar looking for another guy who has the same amount of clout and money as Vince before she leaves, man. She wants a guy to protect her in this industry and help her career. She don't want to get with no regular dude, man. But Scottie Pippen, man, you had everybody on your side and you blew it. You absolutely blew it. You know how hard it is to get the media, the blogs, the gossip blogs on your side as a man? Especially as a black man, you had everybody on your side, Scotty, and you threw it away just so you could stay with this female. AJ NYC, stop looking for my attention, you dumb bastard. You out of here. Got a car waiting for you, everything. AJ, I would slap the shit out of you and anybody around you, dude. Now stop being a simp and a beta. Because you're not going to fight nobody. I'll come to New York. Let me tell you something. I would come to New York. I'll walk around the city. Go to a few places. Do a little shopping. Go see a few chicks. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in your neighborhood. And you won't do anything. Nobody's afraid of New York niggas. Okay? Nobody's been afraid of New York niggas since the 90s. And even then they probably wasn't scared. Because a lot of you guys talk more than you do. Okay? You want to throw hands. Always these virtual keyboard gangsters, man. Let me hold on. Let me see. Yeah, there is a AJ NYC, I saw a photo of you on social media. Where is it? Not a photo. Let's see. Where is it? Yo, this is Keyboard NYC's. I got this off his Facebook page. This is his photo, y'all. Check this dude out, man. This is AJ NYC, y'all. AJ NYC posts stuff like this on social media. He's been trying. He say he was hitting her. I heard people say that Vince was abusive. But she stayed with him, so I can't, she stayed with him. I can't, AJ NYC, you can call in. But yeah, Vince, I've heard Vince was abusive to her. Um, but again, she stayed with him, so I can't, I can't be fully upset at him if she stayed with him. You know, I can only go by what's being done, and they're staying together. So it's like, what more can I do in that particular situation? But just point out what's going on. But that's AJ NYC. He's on Facebook posting photos like this. Dude, why are you posting photos like this? Why are you posting photos like this on social media trying to get people's attention? Making threats. See, this is how niggas lose their life, because they're making threats. You want to make threats to me, and then when you lose your life, your family's on TV crying. Zargon, you say you live in Brooklyn? Okay, I'm gonna have to come up there to Brooklyn, because AJ NYC, if like, you want to act tough, listen, man, I don't fight dudes. I don't make threats on social media. I make fun of y'all. And what's funny is the dude from New York, so he's making New York look bad. Like, you on social media making New York look bad, dude. Putting photos like this, talking about you gonna bust a caps lock in somebody. But dude, why are you posting stuff like this? Dude, listen, literally, you're basically calling yourself a keyboard thug. This dude is a keyboard crip. We got keyboard crips out here making threats in chat room, talking about he gonna put hands. Dude, if I see your 5'5", 170-pound ass, man, I'm gonna laugh at you, and I'm gonna watch you sort of backtrack and backpedal like the bitch made dude you really are. You want to come in chat rooms looking for attention. Now, I didn't completely just ban you out of here because I knew how weak you were and I was going to use you for content. Now, everybody's going to see the type of guy you are. You like to come on social media and bust caps locks. You know what I'm saying? You going to put hands on somebody, but you holding pistols with keyboards saying what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. AJ NYC has ASD. He definitely has ASD. He has ASD. But AJ NYC, I'm gonna find your girl, and I'm gonna come chill with her, okay? I'm gonna show her what a real alpha male looks like. You're not one, AJ NYC. Jay, did you hear Tamar saying she's still divorcing? Vince doesn't want to. I did a video about that, Shelly. I did a video about that yesterday. Let me get off this. Because we have a show to do. But, But yeah, that was an exclusive photo of AJ NYC saying he's going to bust a caps locks. See, let me tell you something about us down here. We don't make threats. We actually follow through on those threats. This is why these prisons down here so filled up. We follow through on threats. So stop making threats. Go about your day. You ain't welcome here no more. I'm still gonna find out who your girl is, and I might lay the pipe to her because I can get petty too. But again, I got a show to do. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, man. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Shelly, I did a video about Vince wanting to stay with her yesterday on the channel. I did like 4 videos yesterday, so it probably was overlooked. But it probably was overlooked by a lot of people. But yeah, I did that. Yeah, but Shelly, I'm not into men. But I noticed that a lot of these guys do have an affinity to chase behind other men on social media. He's a little boy. I know, China, he's a little boy searching for grown men's attention. You searching for grown men's attention. Go search for a job. Go search for a life. and we talking about mental health. Oh, there's an update. Okay, well, Shelly, I'll check it out. There's been like an update. It do. He's a caps lock gangster. Pow pow. Pow pow. You know, like, man, come on, man. How do you look to all these women out here, man? They see you do effeminate shit and you think that makes you tough. Okay, well, Shelly, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. But I want to do that on like a Tamar Vince specific type of stream or video. Shout out to everybody who's here on this good Saturday, man. You know, they make it so easy. Like, I wasn't even trying to roast, but like I said, man, I'm lights on, lights off when it comes to, you know, having to, you know, flame somebody and put them in their place. I enjoy putting people in their place. When you grew up like I did, man, you constantly had to learn how to, you know, be on your toes when it comes to putting people in their place, man. Because people, especially the type of people I grew up in, they'll tell you about yourself real quick. Okay, well, Shelly, you can email it to me. But we talking about you know, mental health of men, especially black men, and y'all just seen it in the chat room. This is a mental health problem we got going on with these brothers. You know, these guys are holding keyboards and guns, and they're making threats. They want to fight, all over words. Carl Edwards says, I'm from ATL, never feared an NYC dude. I've never have too. Any NYC dude that ever came to South Carolina, I ain't never been afraid of. Never. And they've always gotten a rude awakening when they came down here. They always got a rude awakening. New York, New Jersey. Like, I went to high school with a bunch of dudes from New Jersey, man. Never was afraid of any of them. And these was like New Jersey gang members. Still wasn't afraid of them. Oh, we got my side chick, Judy57, in the chat room. What's going on, Judy? He's not with a white woman. He's with a biracial woman. Nobody's afraid of New York. Not anymore. New York niggas wear tighter jeans than females do. Carver says one screen football, other. Jay on one screen football, the other. Yeah, I'm looking at football now. I'm looking at it now. Let's see. But y'all call in, man. Y'all want to call in? Y'all want to, you know, y'all want to get a little roast on real quick? Y'all call in, man. Let me hear from some of y'all, man. We got an episode of ASD in the chat room. Attention seeking disorder. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's see who this is. This is an unknown number. Let's see. Don't come on here disrespectful if you're trying to disrespect. What's going on? Let's see. Oh, hold on. What's going on? You're gonna have to turn your volume up. Yo, you there? Are you there? I can't hear anything. Let me just change this real quick. see. But yeah, man, there's a lot. There's a mental health problem that we got going on. That is really affecting our community. It's really affecting our community. Trying to see if the volume, something is wrong with the volume. I thought I had this fixed. Maybe I don't. The number is right there on the, y'all see it on the show? That's the number to call in, but the sound is fucking up again. Let's see. The sound is fucking up again. Let's see. Let's see. Does this work? Okay, I'm gonna have to go. Tools. Audio settings. Make sure the audio settings is right. Speakers. Let's see. Hello?
What's up, bitch ass, pussy ass nigga?
Oh, here you go. What's going on, Fago? Why you trolling my show, man? Why you changing your voice up? Put some bass in your voice when you talk to me. Put some bass in your voice when you talk to me. You was a fan, nigga. You was a stan. I'm gonna come to New York and I'm gonna chill with your girl, okay? Why you changing your voice up? Who you scaring, nigga?
Pussy, nigga.
Who you scaring? You the pussy. You
see me with the hand, nigga. See me with the hand. Yeah, nigga. I'm a real nigga.
You were a fan, man. You was a fan. And I
blocking me
in the chat room, and now
you blocking me like
show, nigga.
Shelly, she can suck my dick, nigga.
Hey, your mama can suck mine.
A white woman.
Your mama can suck mine.
Your mama can suck mine. I see black and
your
look
girl
white.
Can suck mine. Your sister can suck mine. Any girl you ever talked to can suck mine.
I don't got no sister.
Fuck out of here. I gave him a little bit of work. Okay, call in, Sean, if you calling. I figured out what the sound was. It was the let's see. Let's close this out. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, somebody go and call in. This dude trying to sound like he dark skinned, nigga. Yeah. You light skinned, pussy ass, beard wearing, lame nigga. You was a fan. You begged me to not block you out the chat room. Now you calling, talking tough, hiding your number. You my fan. You called me. You're my fan. You called me. And he talking about Shelly can suck him up. Listen, man. Shelly doesn't like bisexual men. I believe you're bisexual. Because you were a fan and all of a sudden you call and talking tough. I bet the 2 dislikes I be getting on videos, I bet those 2 dislikes come from this guy. Now he want to call in talking tough. When I realized that this guy wasn't intelligent, I knew I hit him with some low blows. You know, so I think it took him aback that I would actually go that far with him. That's why I hung up. Because he wasn't an intelligent guy. I can't roast nobody that's not intelligent. All I can do is throw a few insults at him and tell him that any girl he's ever came into contact with can suck mine. That's it. See, this is why nobody takes New York dudes seriously. Like this. New Jersey, he don't even sound like he's from New York. He sound like he want to be from New York. He sounds like he want to be from New York. Okay, let's see what this is. Yo.
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi, this is China.
What's going on, China?
And I was just calling to give you my support, and that was it.
Okay, that's cool. I appreciate you calling in, China.
I enjoy the show. I love everything about the stream. You just give me something to do.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'm glad you like it, man.
All right.
All right.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. That's the beautiful China. Hey, AJ NYC, you have never been with a woman that looks like China. Facts, nigga. You ain't never been with a woman that looks like China or Shelly or a Tamika. You the type of dude to get my leftovers. Like if I dated a chick and I'm not with her no more, you the type to go simp for her attention. You're that type of guy, AJ NYC. And AJ NYC, since you want to slur and slut for my attention, I'm gonna let anybody who want to call in and give you that work, give you that work. No, China, you're not a crazy fan. This AJ NYC guy is the crazy fan. And he want to go at people in the chat room. Dude, you that hurt? And the thing is, I didn't even completely ban you out of here because I knew you were bitch made. You were going to be used as content, dude. And I might even unban you to use you some more. I told y'all something is seriously wrong with black men. Something is seriously wrong with them. Something is seriously wrong with these guys. Trying to hide his accent. Your name is AJ NYC. Unless you're lying and you're not from NYC. Listen, man. If you from New York, y'all cannot claim this guy. Y'all cannot claim this guy. He is making the name NYC look bad. He probably from like you know, the non-black side of NYC. That's why he names himself NYC. He's not AJ Brooklyn. He's not, you know, AJ Bronx trying to hide your accent. Oh, he subscribed to your channel, Shelly? Well, that guy's a complete and utter failure. AJ, you failed when you came out of your mother's pussy, nigga. You failed when you decided to be somebody's fan and groupie instead of building something for yourself. Nobody will ever take you seriously, and we're all gonna laugh at you, nigga. You want to call talking tough, which trying to sound tough, trying to deepen your voice. Nobody was afraid of you. I clowned you. It then kicked you off my line because you was a punk biatch. And everybody knows it. Even the father that abandoned you know it. You're a nobody. You never will be anybody. You're a lackey to be used to get me donations, nigga. Shout out to Prince Revolver. He says just a small donation. Shout out to you, man. Prince, hey, I dedicate that donation to AJ NYC. That donation was for you, pussy. What's going on, man?
Hey, what up, Jay, man? This is yo.
What's going on, Zargon, man? What's going on?
What's up, man? Yo, man, on behalf of New York, man, let me apologize regarding AJ's actions, man, because nobody in New York sits there and acts the way he does, man. That shit doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Like,
Right.
I had to call in and say something about it.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, and I have to agree with you, when he first came in, he was a fan. He was vibing with the chat.
Yeah.
Everything was cool.
Right.
And then as you started doing more and more live streams, I started noticing that he would say, like, slick stuff.
Yeah.
And I noticed you never paid attention to it until one day you just kind of put him on blast. So I think he felt exposed by it, and because of that, that's when he started getting the attitude, acting feminine, and then, you know, started doing the stuff he's doing. Yeah. And then the thing is, who the hell comes on somebody's live chat and try to sound tough? Like, talk normal,
man,
like, act like you got some sense, but it's pathetic. I had to call in, though, man.
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. He trying to sound tough and trying to deepen in his voice. We know you bitch made, man. Stop
exactly. Like, who the hell comes in like, yo, man, this song's on 7, yeah, man. Right. Fuck out of here, pussy ass nigga. Like, who does that? Like, this is not 93. Like, what is wrong with him?
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the channel, and, you know, keep doing your thing, Jay.
All right, man. Yeah, NYC don't claim you, nigga. You alone out there.
I don't know. He alone by himself, yo. I live in Brooklyn, and nobody even from Brooklyn talks like that. That shit just don't make no sense.
Exactly. It don't at all, man.
All right, man. You take care.
All right, you take care too, man.
All right.
All right, man. Shout out to New York, man. I actually love New Yorkers, man, but I don't like the weakness that I'm seeing from some of these guys, man. I think he calling back again. Let's see if this him. What's going on?
Nigga, you get a
no,
few girls in your
let me
chat
tell you
room.
something. Let me
Now
tell you something, man. You still weak.
You want to
Your
switch up on
father
us, nigga?
abandoned you. Your mother hates
First
you. Everybody
was
around
MGTOW,
you treats
nigga.
you like a bitch.
You was MGTOW.
Everybody around you treats you like a bitch.
Now you switching up.
You are the bitch in your neighborhood, nigga. You are the bitch in your neighborhood, and you know it. Nobody respects you at all.
Nigga,
you were my fan, nigga.
Nah, nigga, I was never a fan. I was never a fan, nigga.
And I'm gonna continue to put you in your place, nigga. You are nobody to nothing in your own fucking city, nigga. Who the fuck
nigga, you
call me and talk to
me? You talk like you in a wheelchair, nigga. You talk like you in a wheelchair.
Like this. Fuck off my line. Yo.
Hello?
Yo, what's going on?
What's good? What's good? This is me, Sketch.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I'm fine. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I don't know what's wrong with these keyboard gangsters, man. These guys are going crazy, man.
Oh, what's going on? I just got on to saw your video, live stream and everything, yeah. There's other crazy stuff going on, man. Haters, man.
Every time I'm talking about one topic, man, these guys want to make the topic about them.
Oh, damn. That's the sad thing about this generation, man. You know what I'm saying? We're too many feminine males, man. I'm an 80s baby. And, you know, we ain't never did stuff like this. Worry about this man trying to be glory hogs like that. And this generation took the whole damn... Too many male divas, too much, man. Damn.
Yeah, man. I don't get it, man. I just don't. Like I said, I was born in 89. I grew up in the 90s, and this shit is new to me. Like, these guys act like this.
Exactly, man. It's even more pathetic now. You can see dudes fighting over their sideline piece.
Yeah.
Over a wife, like, damn, you going there fighting other dudes. You tell your sideline hoe you love them, like that's your wifey. And I'm like, what type of shit is this?
Yeah.
In the game, like, oh.
These dudes will claim anybody, man.
Exactly. And they getting mad when your side piece gonna have her side piece. And you getting mad over that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, oh, man. And I just want to get my opinion with the Tyrese situation, man. Yo, he got to handle that privately. Number one, my thing is like, yo, I'm not condoning what his baby mother's doing too, but you got to understand to this point of view also too. You see, he cheated on her. So that's why she's mainly doing what she's doing towards him and everything. But just like you said, he got to learn to reconcile that. He got to make amends of what he did her wrong So maybe she could find some peace. Like, you know what? I'm sorry I cheated on you the way I did. I know you was there for me, blah, 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 and I did you wrong. Don't let what I did to you so you can move on to the next man, the next great man that could treat you better than what I did. You know, you got to be like that towards her and everything. And then maybe she can finally move on. And, you know, and won't have this bitterness. Let him be a father to his child. And I don't think he came at her like that, you know? To be a real man, like, you know what? I did her wrong. I'm sorry. And everything. You know? And that's why she's acting bitter towards him like that, the way she's doing what she's doing towards him. And then they'll go online and cry like, come on, like, you know, I understand how you feel, but you don't put your business out online like that. People not going to feel too much sympathy for you. And then it's beef with Dwayne Johnson and everything. I'm like, what the man do to you?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, you can't get mad at him for his opportunities. This is Hollywood. This is what the business is. Like, yo, if they want to work with him and certain other projects going on from the movie you're doing, then you can't hate on him for that. You know what I'm saying? He needs a better background team for that movie roles. That's part of the business. You beef him like that? Like, come on. You can't burn bridges like that. Come on.
Yeah,
you
man.
know?
Yeah, the beef did come out of nowhere because they seem cordial, they seem cool, but I guess we don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. I think he just took certain things personal that he shouldn't have, you know.
Exactly, man. Like, come on, man. They don't need none of this, man. It's too much haterism among us fellow men these days, man. Like, simple shit, man. And it's sad and pathetic. Like, come on, we don't need no more. And you know. Especially in the industry when you got people looking up to you and everything, you know, and you know, and you setting a bad example and a lot of, you know, doing all this.
Yeah.
You know, like be better legal team, representative, yo, keep your stuff privately and everything, man. Handle it. And then your relationship with your child's mother with the courses where we go better. Probably might lower the pay, you know, but anyway, yeah, like, you know, but come on, he gotta fix that.
Yeah, because there are people who they see Tyrese, they see where he's come from, they want to follow that same, you know what I'm saying, model, and you out here acting emotional. That's not a good look, man.
Yeah, man, it's not a good look, man. You know what I'm saying? Words. That's my whole two cents about it, man. With that part, man. Like, I don't know. Hope the man can get his stuff together, everything, take it as a learning experience to make himself more better and everything. Yeah, you know, and see what goes on from there. You know, yeah. It's just, like I said, you gotta fix that with his baby mom, because, like I said, she's holding a lot of bitterness towards him and everything. Like I said, number one, he cheated on her, and number two, he kind of moved on with another woman before she did. You know how females are these days. So breaking up with them and then moving on before they do.
Yeah,
and
they don't like that.
That builds up right there, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like,
yeah, they definitely don't like when you move on before them. That's why I think they're having so many problems now, because he moved on and got married. He didn't just move on; he moved on and got married. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, definitely, and everything. And then you still living a certain lifestyle that she wanted to live. That technically she probably might have helped them build and everything. You know. And then, like, it's like all of it's been taken away from her, like, you know, what he did, like, you know, like, you know, but like I said, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, even relationships, but, you know, when you put it out there, nobody judge what you put out there also. And what you put out there, like, you know, it's messy on his part.
Yeah.
You know, that's who. You know, yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate all the work you're doing, man. You keep doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to always have haters out there. This is the whole thing. You could be the nicest, coolest person in the world.
Yeah.
You always going to have people that's going to hate you for, you know, just for whatever reason. Yeah. Like, you know, that's where we live. It's human nature. But don't let it get to you too much, man. You know, I know you ranting out there about these motherfuckers feel like I can put them in place, but it gets to a point like, you know what? I can't promote these fools either, too, man. Like, sometimes we name shout other people that hate on you. You're going to try to helping them in a way, because people going to look them up and be like, yo, let me see what this fool up is and everything, like, you know. Yeah. So, like, you know, this, you know, I say is, you know what? Do you, do me, God bless you, and that's it, you know. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate you.
Always. Definitely, man. I'll be money calls, man. All right, man. Do your thing, man.
Oh, you too, man. Have a good weekend.
Right. You too, brother.
All right. Yeah, man. We got too much emotionalism going on with a lot of these guys, man. You know? And you have people who look at this, man. Women look at this. And you wonder why they feel no issues going to court and petition not only for full custody, but petitioning for X amount of dollars a month because they don't respect us. They see us as weak. They see us as ignorant. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to see what's going on and be able to do something about it. We can't do nothing about it if we are out here getting outmaneuvered, you know, disrespected by these women, man. And you got guys who just don't understand this. Now, I let y'all listen to him call in. I know y'all probably say, well, Jay, you talked all over him. I'm not going to allow somebody to troll me and talk all over me. Okay. What's going on?
What's going on, Jay? Just call up.
Hey, what's going on, Carl? What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. I just wanted to tell you, I'm glad the cat from New York called in because they give you a prime example when you point to Exhibit A of how these beta males act when they get all up in their feelings.
Yeah.
You know, he regardless of where he's from, he is a perfect example of how to get caught up in their feelings. He was so caught up in his feelings, he had to call you twice. For what?
Yeah.
To get clowned twice.
Yeah, to get clowned. I wasn't going to allow this guy to have any kind of say on my platform. I was going to just clown him the whole time. You know?
Hey, you should have. This is your platform. But real quick on the Tamar thing, you know, Vince begging her to come back, that's the worst thing you could do for a female like that.
Exactly.
She her ego's so big, if she ever even thought about staying with you, the fact that you come groveling back, you dead. She's never, he should let her go.
Yeah. The fact that he has to say that publicly lets you know that she has an upper hand in that situation, man.
Come on. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but just looking at Vince and how he catered to her on that, what was that, the Braxton?
Yeah.
I knew automatically who had the upper hand.
Yeah.
She's constantly boisterous and outgoing. No chill pill at all on anything that she says. No, you think she's gonna bow down to him?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just want to let you know there's people out here that support you, man. Don't let a clown like that even, you know, rub you the wrong way, man. Keep it up, Jay.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, Carl Elwood, man. But I appreciate you calling in, man. I know there's a lot of people in there supporting me. I have to let y'all see how these type of people act, and I have to show you how I deal with these people. But like I said, this person is not getting another phone call on this platform unless he calls and shows his number. Because the last 2 times he called, he didn't show his number. So unless this person calls and shows their actual number, then no, they're not having another voice on my platform again.
All right, baby boy, do your thing, man.
All right, man. Carl, appreciate you calling in, man.
Sure.
All right, man. 2 good calls in a row by 2 guys supporting the platform. Also, we had, you know, China. This is another good caller. So like 3 in a row, I would say. You know? Yeah. Well, Antoine said Tyrese got on the book called Man Code. I think he could use some of that man code for himself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Y'all know I keeps it mellow, but I gotta lift off on people. You know, I wouldn't dissuade anybody for thinking that, you know, they could say whatever on the platform. But like I said, man, the stream basically is gonna encompass everything I have been saying about these guys. AJ NYC is a perfect example of pursuit of masculinity. He's a freaking punk. I agree, Jill Scholar. People can't take rejection. I didn't want you on my platform anymore. I rejected you, and you got upset about it. It's going on. Yeah, Shelly, he's definitely, some of these guys are definitely upset that women are on my platform. Listen, women have always been on my platform. They've always been there. They just had never really been in the streams too much. But they've been in the comment sections. They've sent me emails. They follow me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, they've always been there. Women have always been on my platform. Y'all just never really saw it because you were never following me on my platform. You were just on YouTube trolling. When you're just on YouTube trolling, you don't see what everybody else sees. Women have always been on my platform. They've always emailed me. I've always had conversations with them. I've helped them better them. You know, every woman I've talked to personally, like on the phone or Skype, whatever, they've always had a better situation than before they talked to me. So women have always been a part of the platform, just not as visually. You know? Maybe I need more female moderators. Maybe that'll really make them mad. But like I said, you know, I'm going to elevate the people who support the platform. You know? And if you get upset because women are on somebody's stream, like, that lets me know that you don't deal with women too much, man. You don't. But shout out to everybody here. You know what's crazy? I'm supposed to go see Thor Ragnarok today. I was gonna go around about 4, but I had to make sure I get this stream going. My original plan was just to have a conversation with y'all, talk to y'all. But why do people come seeking my attention, man? Come on, man. I think some of you men are bigger attention slowers than these women are. Because the women in the chat room are women who are intelligent and they understand me. They understand what I'm saying. And they got the brothers here who've been supporting me for a while. They understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't go looking for the attention slower. They come looking for me. You know? But yes, man, I'm built differently than a lot of y'all, man. I can control my emotions. I can turn up when need be. A lot of y'all just, you kind of got to call with your fake voices and act tough when you're not tough. I've seen tough. I've dealt with tough. Some of y'all just ain't tough. You want to be tough, but you're not tough. What's up, Young Dynamic? Man, there's always something going on in my streams, man. I always got females I made videos about randomly appearing in the stream, going off, or, you know, messaging me on my other social media platforms, upset, you know, coming on Facebook posts, you know, arguing with everybody. It's like always something crazy going on with me, man. I touch a nerve with people. I don't know what it is, but I touch a nerve with people. Now, the question is, do I leave this stream up or do I just put it on Patreon? Because I know everybody's going to like listening to this, but it's like, you know, I don't want people feeling validated by me going off on them. You know what I'm saying? Some of these guys need mentors, you know what I'm saying? You need mentors, things of that nature. Shout out to Moonlight Right again. It says, JDB, I've already started talking to young and old heads. 80s men have to take the torch now and educate, move, and structure our community. That's a good point, Moonlight, because I was born in 89, so I consider myself of the 80s generation, but I was pretty much raised in the 90s. And we definitely do need to take the torch. It's up to us now. You know, we are the older millennials. It's up to us to really start to really speak to these guys, especially these younger guys, and really teach them something, because they're not learning from these Gen Xers who pretty much abandoned them, or who are showing them what ways not to go. Appreciate that, Ernest. You know what I'm saying? I think it is up to us, and we definitely have to speak to them and let them know that, listen, you know, we understand where we are in society, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna help y'all navigate through this, because we know y'all don't have mentors, you don't really have father figures, but at least we can speak to you, or even be basically to show y'all what we should or shouldn't do. You know, controlling your emotions, investing in yourself, not putting women on a pedestal. We definitely need to do that. Right, Carl. You can't pretend being tough. What's up, Balti? You can't pretend being tough. You either tough or you're not. I've dealt with a lot of situations that have made me who I am today. And I can be as calm as I am now, or I could go turn up in a second. But that's just me learning how to control my emotions and using it in the right way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad that you got some of these guys who they've never really had a father figure. They never had anybody talk to them and mentor them. I'm saying, I don't hate AJ NYC. I don't dislike him. I just think that he's an idiot. And there's some mental instability there. Some heavy mental instability there. That needs to be fixed. Something needs to be done. Something's wrong with these guys, man. Something is seriously wrong with them. They need help. And we got to be the ones to help them as the older millennials. Even though I'm 28, I consider myself to be an older millennial. But I appreciate a boss said he's 82. Well, I'm 89. I grew up probably in one of the greatest decades ever, which was the 90s, because there was just so much growth for black people in the 90s, black men in particular. There was so much more, good music and good TV and movies. It was just a good time to experience a lot of things. Nothing was too politicized, you know what I'm saying? Like, politics was kept out of certain aspects of life. But nowadays, everything is political. That's a good question, Young Dynamic. You don't gain nothing for open doors for women. You open a door for a female, she'll walk right through it and look at you like you crazy. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, what's up with you?
Yeah,
Alright, so I'm walking on the sidewalk right now, so I don't know if you can hear me perfectly fine, right?
Yeah. What's your name?
Tony.
Yeah, what's your name?
Tony. Tony. Tony.
Oh, Tony. What's going on, Tony?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm just calling in though, man, cause you see all this, I don't know how much you really get into it, and if you really think it had like an impact, but you see like this Cardi B situation, right? Cause I was on Kid Organic page, and then he had a video about her getting something about Detroit.
Yeah.
So like, do you really think, like, if they looking at Cardi B, is they really looking at her like how serious do you think that is? Like, with these females out here, cause it's to the point where even a female out here, she even looking like she support Cardi B or whatever. Like, I do not, like, that's where it's at with me. I don't know if I'm wrong for feeling that way about these females or something, man, but it's just like,
I feel the same way. If I see a woman who like fully supports Cardi B, like, I have to look at her sideways, because it's like, Cardi B made a living off stripping and saying a bunch of crazy stuff on social media, but you want her to be like a role model? I mean, I don't see it. I just don't. Like, I look at them sideways. Yeah.
With black people, it's just like, with black people, because I'm 22, and with black people, what I just understand is saying, like, we just support people for, you'll get mad at the slave owner, you get mad at slavery, right, even though all that was for money. But when it comes to, they wasn't just go down for you get mad at me. But when it comes to rappers doing, oh, it's just entertainment and all them. It's like no matter what they do, oh, it's money for them. It's okay because they making money. But anybody else, just with the NFL owners, with Kaepernick and all that other stuff, and it's just like we got that double standard, bro. And that shit do be discouraging sometimes because it be all like, damn, but like, do these people, and then you see the black people that be arguing with white people online, like, yo, no matter what you tell this white person, you probably done like 500 comments to this white person on YouTube. Why are you trying to change their mind? And it's saying like stuff like that. That's the type of stuff I feel black people need to focus on. Like, y'all need to get y'all mind right. Y'all need to know what need the motherfucker be going on, what to be worrying about, and just how to look at the situation. Because you can't look at the NFL, you can't look at that with no emotions or nothing like that. Because you have people like Chris Carter and all this other stuff. Like Chris Carter, the wide receiver for the Vikings. So this dude, he over here, he on his show, he over talking about, and I hate when black people like Shannon Sharp say that. They be all like, you don't know how it feels to be a black man in America or whatever with like shackles and all that. No, that's your damn reality and all this. So I'm glad it's people like you out there. Like, you're not going to be on all that other stuff. You're not being black to you without a damn pain because of no white people. I don't understand that shit. And that's why I'm glad I got my reality right now, because I got my, like, trying to get everything together. And I got big dreams and all that other stuff. And so, damn, what was I about to say?
Yeah. You say you got your stuff together, man.
Yeah, and so, like, damn, I forgot exactly what I was saying.
Now, you were saying you got your stuff together and everything, you know?
I forgot what I was saying about before after that. I know I just went rambling. I think me thinking about the fact I was rambling, and that shit threw me off. Yeah. Okay. I was saying what I feel. Yeah, old man like you, or whatever, O'Shea. I don't know if you fool with him. I say him in your comments. I don't know how cool y'all is. But at the same time, if you gonna say
cool.
Black man is emotional, you gotta look at O'Shea, because what do he be doing? It's like what he be doing. He try to be on the Tommy Sotomayor type of stuff. So at the same time, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, I don't, you know, like, I don't know if he's trying to be like Tommy. 'Cause Tommy does Tommy, but O'Shea's kind of built a platform for black men. So, I mean, he's built a pretty good website. So, you know, but shout out to O'Shea, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then the whole Tyrese situation, man, because I really don't even know about the thing about the celebrities, because I really don't even trust no celebrities, because you have celebrities like T.I. and all that, so say about him, like, dude, because I know you said something about these celebrities a couple videos ago. Same thing I've been thinking, they trying to get, they want us at the bottom just so they one life, they live one life, just so they one life they can be at the top. They don't care about dragging the whole race down.
Well, that's why I think that you have to be able to listen to people who have your interests at heart. Shout out to Zargon. See that? Says show's on point. But I think that, you know, you have to be able to listen to people who have our interests and not listen to people who don't. I think that when you have celebrities of today, they're more interested in this building building up their social media by saying whatever it takes to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And they're gonna do whatever it takes. They're gonna say whatever it takes. And we got to understand that we can't take what these people say as that they actually are for us every single time. You have to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying?
And we do not want to be adjusted. And everybody already understands this. Like, we worship celebrities. I don't worship that. I don't even listen to new music, really. I ain't listening to no new music in a while. But, like, people like Offset and all this other stuff, because you can't say nothing like that. You can't look up to, you can't justify this man or whatever you want to call him. But then you saying, oh, you want the real man and all that stuff, other stuff. Because at the same time, they can blame black men all they want. Yeah, it is black men's fault, because a whole lot of them just don't want to raise their kids and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, like, what y'all want y'all privacy, but y'all don't want to know what and all this other stuff. You don't even want. You need a brush to go all over the place. I really don't care, because that's not nothing you did anyway. So either you take the hammer to your stomach, you do it however you have to do it if you still want to do it. But it need to be you. Like, don't be taking no way out like that, because if y'all want to say that, then y'all need to go ahead. You need to go ahead, bro, and just handle your business. Want that responsibility, or you having to take care of your damn body. And if you fuck up, it's on you.
I agree. Hey, but Tony, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have to talk to you later because I'm gonna have to leave in probably like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap the show up. But you can call in on the next show, okay?
All right, Joe. Appreciate it. Keep doing your thing.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling in. All right. Yeah, shout out to Tony for calling in, man. Shout out to Tony. But yeah, I gotta go to the Thor Ragnarok film. So shout out to you if you've seen it already. I'm gonna go check it out. May do a little slight review today. And shout out to everybody who's here. All of you have contributed to this show, and I appreciate it. And even the trolls, even the people that thumbs it down, y'all make this show possible. Everybody contributing to the show, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who's investing in the platform, you know? Because what you do and say on this platform will be used to benefit me. I can't even script this stuff, man. I can't even script this stuff. I can't script it at all, man. Yeah, Tony. Another Tony was speaking that real. You know? He was speaking that real, man. Yeah, China, if you want to contribute, you can do Super Chat, PayPal, Patreon, but Patreon is monthly. The Super Chat is the $ near the smiley face. But if the Super Chat doesn't work, you can always go to PayPal. I appreciate everybody who has been doing. Listen, dude, I'm not talking to you anymore. Don't call me. Listen, if you call from an unknown number, unless you want to get flamed again, don't call my show again. Okay? Or it doesn't show on iPhones, well, you probably will have to do it through PayPal. Is somebody in the chat room calling me at an unknown number? Listen, I know you're listening right now. Listen, you stupid idiot. Stop trying to call my show. You're done. You can call from as many unknown numbers as you want, but unless you're calling from your real number, I want to see those real NYC digits before I accept your call. Stop calling my show. Thank you. All right. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'll probably come back maybe later with the show. So y'all know how I like to wrap the shows up. I like to play the outro. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at with this? Yeah, I will see y'all on the next show. All right, y'all take care, and I'll see you on the next one. man.